You won't believe what happened to a simple, hardworking single dad, and if you're watching this right now, don't even blink, because the moment I tell you what he sacrificed, and what destiny gave him in return, you'll feel this story all the way in your heart. But before we begin, take 1 second to like this video and subscribe to Goodness Hub Stories, because today's story might just remind you that kindness is never forgotten. His name was Daniel, a quiet, humble man in his early 30s, raising his little daughter Lily alone after life pushed him into responsibilities far beyond his age. Every morning began the same. Lily's sleepy smile, a rushed breakfast, shoes tied crookedly, and Daniel whispering to himself, "I'll make life better for her, no matter what it takes." But today was different. Today he had a job interview, a position that promised stability, health benefits for Lily, and most of all, peace. He left early, wearing a shirt slightly too big, clutching the folder with his CV like it was a treasure map. The sun rose softly, painting the sky with hopeful colors. "Daddy," Lily's small voice broke through as he walked her to school. "Will you get the job today?" Daniel smiled, brushing hair from her forehead. "I'll try my best, sweetheart. And if I don't, we keep trying." "Right," Lily nodded, squeezing his hand. She was brave because he taught her to be, yet Daniel knew he had no backup plan this time. He needed this job like lungs need air. After dropping her off, he headed toward the interview location, checking the directions for the 100th time. He rehearsed his answers out loud, unaware of the universe preparing a test for him on that very road. As he turned the corner, he saw a car parked awkwardly on the side, smoke rising from the hood. A woman, dressed in a cream coat and heels, stood beside it, pacing, glancing at her watch, trying desperately to call someone. She looked lost, helpless, and completely stranded. Daniel slowed his walk. He had 40 minutes left. He could pretend he didn't see her. He could move on, secure his chance, protect his daughter's future. But something inside him whispered, no one chooses when they need help. He approached her gently. "Ma'am, are you okay? That doesn't look good." The woman spun around, startled. "Oh, hi, no, I'm not okay. The car just died. I'm supposed to be somewhere important but roadside service says they'll take an hour." Daniel glanced at his watch. 37 minutes now. The job was 20 minutes away. He had a decision to make. The woman looked at him hopefully. "Do you maybe know anything about cars?" Daniel swallowed. A little. Even though he was exhausted, anxious, and running out of time, something pulled him closer. Not obligation, not guilt, just kindness. He opened the hood, letting the hot air blast his face. "Coolant leak, faulty belt. This wasn't a quick fix. I can try patching it temporarily so you can reach where you need to go," he said, "but it'll take some time." "Please," she whispered, "I really need to get there." Those words hit him like a mirror. He needed to get somewhere too. But he looked at her face, worried, almost on the verge of tears, and made the choice that would change everything. "All right," he said softly. "I'll help." She watched as he worked, using nothing but an old cloth, a spare hair tie she handed him, and a bit of creative problem solving. The woman tried to distract herself by talking. "You're very kind for stopping. Most people just drove by." Daniel shrugged. "People are busy. Maybe they didn't see you. But you did." He didn't answer. His hands were trembling, not from the work, but from fear. Each tick of his watch felt like a punch. 32 minutes, then 25, then 20. When he finally stepped back, out of breath, the engine coughed but stayed on. "It'll hold for a short while," he said. "But you need a proper repair soon." The woman's relief flooded her eyes. "Thank you so much. Please, let me give you something. Money, a ride, anything." Daniel shook his head quickly. "No need. Just get to where you need to go safely." She looked at him like she had just seen a rare kind of human being. He wiped grease from his palms, nodded politely, and hurried off. By the time he reached the interview building, his shirt was stained, his hands smelled like engine oil, and worst of all, the receptionist gave him a look that shattered him. "Sir, the interviews ended 10 minutes ago." His heart dropped. He begged for a second chance, asked if he could still meet the manager, but she only shook her head. "I'm sorry." Daniel walked out slowly. The world felt heavier, like gravity doubled. He found a bench outside the building and sat down, burying his face in his hands. What did I just do? How will I tell Lily? How many times will we lose because I try to be good? Meanwhile, the woman he helped earlier parked her car in front of a tall glass building. She rushed inside, greeted by security guards who bowed respectfully. Her secretary ran up to her. "Ma'am, the board is waiting. They're ready to meet the new candidate." "Good," she said, fixing her coat. "Send them in." But then she paused. "Actually, not yet. Call off the morning meetings." The secretary blinked. "Ma'am," the woman smiled softly, "I need to do something first." Back at the bench, Daniel lifted his head when he heard heels approaching. His eyes widened. It was her, the woman from the roadside. "You," his voice cracked. "Did your car break again?" She laughed gently. "No, it's running thanks to you." She looked around as if searching for the right words. "Why are you here?" he asked quietly. Her expression softened with guilt. "Because I need to apologize. You helped me, and I think I cost you something important." Daniel swallowed. "It's fine, I'll find something else. Life doesn't always work out the way we want." The woman nodded slowly. "You're right, but sometimes, it works out better." She extended her hand. "I'm Evelyn Carter." The name hit him with surprise. Evelyn Carter, CEO of Carter Innovations. One of the biggest companies in the city. His mouth parted. I didn't know. "You weren't supposed to," she said gently. "You helped me without expecting anything." "That's rare." She sat beside him. "What job were you interviewing for?" He hesitated. "Junior technician. I don't have fancy degrees. Just experience." Evelyn studied him. "And a good heart." She lifted a folder. "I made a few calls. If you're still interested, I'd like to interview you myself." Daniel blinked rapidly, unable to process. Right now, she said. "If you'll accept." What followed was the most honest, human interview Daniel had ever experienced. No suits, no formal desk, just two people talking about life, resilience, and what it means to try when the world keeps pushing you down. At the end, Evelyn smiled warmly. "Daniel, you're exactly the kind of person I want in my company." His breath stopped. "So, I got the job. With a better salary than the original position," she said. "And flexible hours so you can be there for your daughter." Daniel covered his mouth, tears gathering. "Thank you, I don't know how to." Evelyn shook her head. "You don't owe me anything. Kindness came back to you, that's all." Later that evening, Lily ran into his arms as he picked her up from school. "Daddy, you look happy. Did you get the job?" Daniel lifted her high, laughing with relief that tasted like hope. "Yes, sweetheart, I did." She hugged him tightly. "I knew you'd win." And for the first time in a long time, Daniel believed it too. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Goodness Hub Stories for more life-changing moments just like this.